This method, cat, get it written. Hey guys, it's Sam, and it's time to fail. Let's go. I think it's a common occurrence that people have a hard time getting rid of things, but it's a lot less common to ask ourselves why. This is why I've appreciated getting to know the KonMari Method. This method is rather simple. It asks you to tidy up your living space in order to give you the opportunity to live the life you want to live. The way that it accomplishes this is in a few basic steps. Instead of cleaning room by room like a lot of other methods suggest, this one has you go from category to category. Specifically, clothes, papers and books, kimono or miscellaneous items, and sentimentals, in that order. In short, you pull out everything in your house that falls into that category. Then you go through and touch each item and ask yourself whether or not it brings value to your life. In terms of the method itself, you're asking yourself, does this spark joy? If the answer is yes, put it aside to a place to be organized later. If the answer is no, set it aside to be gotten rid of in some way. Either trashing, selling, donating, or gifting said items. Now, the goal of this method isn't to necessarily decrease the number of items that you own, but really to just ensure that the ones that you do align with the kind of lifestyle you're trying to live. This makes it dissimilar to minimalism, where one's possessions are meant to stay at an aptly named minimum. I know that many people find tidying up their homes very stressful. This can be especially true when it comes to getting rid of our things, by whatever means. I personally find the KonMari method very beneficial for me and others who tend to find this a more daunting task. When done correctly, this method allows you to explore your feelings towards your worldly possessions and removes the pressure to decrease them by a certain degree. Getting rid of items is often a part of tidying, but it isn't always necessary. Again, it just depends on the kind of lifestyle you're looking to pursue. While the KonMari method can be used as a means of living a more minimalist lifestyle, that is not the direct intent of the approach. The website even states as much. For me, I use the KonMari method as a means of getting used to going through and getting rid of the things that no longer serve me. Growing up, I was determined to keep everything. This, of course, was for the sake of memory. But once I hit a certain age, I started to realize that life lasts a lot longer and acquires a lot more things than one shared bedroom can hold. American homes are no strangers to an overaccumulation of items. But past a certain point, it becomes more of a hazard and a disordered way of living. What I'm referring to here is hoarding. While I wouldn't say that I lived in a hoarded household, it was good at housing things as well as people. Letting go of things has always been a struggle for me, but letting myself sit with, reminisce on the memories of, and thank each item for its purpose in my life has made this task much easier. And the more I've practiced this activity, the easier it's become. I find that I value the things that I own more. I would also say that I consider and weigh on the items that I choose to bring into my home much more than I used to. This doesn't mean that I bar myself from indulging purchases. It just means that I stop and take the time to consider how each item will fit into my life and how it might change it. Something simple that I think we also often forget is if we don't set up a system for things to leave our house, the storage solutions, nooks and crannies are gonna refill and overfill very rapidly. Again, it's okay to buy things and enjoy things, but once they stop serving that purpose for us, we need to let them be rehomed. After all, we take out our trash. Why not a 10-year-old t-shirt from high school that you haven't worn or looked at since graduation? Now, if it's a sentimental item for you, maybe you want to put it in the keep pile, and that's totally fine. You just need to figure out whether or not you want to put it in a vacuum seal bag in the garage, hang it on the wall like memorabilia, or maybe turn it into another sentimental item like a t-shirt quilt. Tidying up your things can be delicate work. This is why this method asks you to start with the more approachable items like clothes and odds and ends, and has you move along and finish with the sentimental ones. This method also helps to ease this process by having you consider your emotional responses to things throughout the process. And overall, the goal is to just have things in your home that fit the kind of lifestyle that you're going for, whether that's a full garage or a single bin. And that's the KonMari method. Leave any questions or comments down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.